Lilly and Jack Sullivan have been missing since May 2nd of 2025 from their home in Pictou County, Nova Scotia. It's now been 3 months, and they still have not been found, and nobody seems to know what happened to them. At least the people that were on the property haven't come out to tell us. They claim they don't know. Hi, I'm T, and this is Bed Crime Stories podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to support the work I do, please consider a Patreon membership. I keep the prices very low, and I'm currently not monetized on YouTube, so there's no revenue coming in. We found out yesterday that Daniel Martell, the so-called stepdad of Lilly and Jack, was given 3 polygraph tests back-to-back over a period of 3 hours. Why in the world would he be given 3 polygraphs? And by the way, he told us that he so-called passed. But you don't pass or fail a polygraph. What you do is either show deception or show that you're being truthful. Curious to know why somebody would be given 3 back-to-back polygraphs, I did a little research. Here are some of the reasons why law enforcement might administer multiple polygraphs. 1. Inconclusive or failed results. If the first polygraph was inconclusive or indicated deception, a second test might be offered to clarify the results. And note that polygraph results can be affected by anxiety, fatigue, or unclear questioning. 2. Changes in the questions or scope. A second test might focus on different questions or a narrowed set of issues based on new evidence or statements. 3. An attempt to break down a suspect. Daniel Martell, whether he believes it or not, is still a suspect in the disappearance of Lilly and Jack Sullivan. In high-pressure cases, particularly with vulnerable or high-interest subjects, such as 2 little children under the age of 7, repeated polygraphs may be used as a psychological tactic to exhaust or coerce a confession. 4. Different examiners or techniques. Law enforcement might bring in a different examiner or use a slightly altered technique if they suspect the first polygraph was flawed or that the subject was manipulating it. We know that Daniel Martell has been manipulating the narrative from the jump. His stories have changed. The details have changed. He's admitted that he lied about certain things. 5. Confirmation of a confession or a retraction. If somebody gives a partial or full confession, the police might use a second polygraph to verify the new information. We know that something is not right in this situation. It's not normal for the mother of 2 missing young children to leave the property from which they disappeared and to disappear herself with her mother or her grandmother or her cousin. We know that this case has been strange from the beginning and things are not right. The mother disappeared after the 2nd day she left the property. Daniel Martell said that her mother said something to her and she began shaking and she wouldn't look at him. And she left with their baby Meadow. Supposedly, she wrote on a mirror inside that trailer in the bathroom, "I will love you. I will always love you forever." Daniel Martell believes that Cindy, Malea's mother, is the mastermind of this whole disappearance and that she took the children because she hated Daniel and she took the kids to break up their relationship. So Daniel doesn't like Malea's mother, and Daniel's mother herself has come under fire. She seems to have a lot of hostility and aggression when she talks about things. It seems clear to me that she cares more about her dog than she does about Lilly and Jack. She often mentions how she was concerned about the dog. Would the police upset the dog? Would the dog get upset and try to bite the police? Or the stress of having all these people on the property, the stress for the dog. Well, what about Lilly and Jack? She said she never took photos of them because they were simply there on the property and she saw them in person. She also talks about Lilly saying, "Come on, Jack, come on, Jackie, come on, come on." It makes it sound like she was irritated hearing Lilly speak. We know that Lilly had a high-pitched screech, which, by the way, is a tad odd. We also know that Jack had a bit of a temper and would throw his boot at the bus driver if he wanted to get his attention or maybe was upset. It seems like both kids were sort of frustrated in some ways. I feel like Lilly and Jack became, in Malea's mind, a burden. That's just my opinion. I think she resented having to take care of them, having to spend money on them. And Daniel Martell apparently wasn't a fan of the kids, allegedly. We know that there was a CPS report, and we know that Jack showed up at school with a black eye, allegedly, supposedly, and that other people had noticed bruises on him. The whole situation here, the look of the property, it all screams big red flag. So I think Daniel Martell was given 3 polygraphs because of things he said, perhaps deception being shown, perhaps he was extremely nervous. It could mean that he's being deceptive, it could mean other things, but it is very odd. I'm going to leave it at that for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Bed Crime Stories. Love you guys.